Okay.
Okay.
So
So
welcome to
welcome to
Warriors
Warriors
Peace
Peace
University, where
University,
we
where we
don't
don't
just
just
talk
talk
about
about
having it
having it
all,
all.
we
We
live
live
it.
it.
Been
Been
having
having
technical
technical
difficulties
difficulties
this
this
morning,
morning,
but as
but as
anything
anything
like the
like the
Rangers
Rangers
say,
say,
sua
sua
sponte.
sponte.
We
We
just
just
step in.
step in.
Cool.
Cool.
So
So
here we
here we
go.
go.
We're
We're
still
still
just
just
sharing
sharing
this
this
morning
morning
what our
what our
wins
wins
are,
are.
and
And
probably
probably
going to
going to
come
come
back to
back to
you,
you,
Sean,
Sean,
so that
so
we
that we
can do
can
it
do it
on
on
record.
record.
But that
But
was
that was
awesome.
awesome.
Sure, no problem.
Nathaniel,
Nathaniel,
what's your
what's your
wins,
wins,
brother?
brother?
Take you off mute here. Um, Not as good as Sean. Good enough for me right now. I am 23 days sober. That's win
Woo,
Yeah.
number one. That's the
woo,
impossible game. I have been in the gym 4 days this week. That's 4 more days than I've been in the gym in the last 2 months. So that's a win. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear you all of a sudden.
Oh, hold on. Is it?
Yeah,
Is
we
mine?
got. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Cool. We
Okay.
can use the
Okay.
mics.
Lost sound there for a minute.
Right off it.
I'll have you turn yours on. Go.
Keep
Try it,
going.
Nathaniel. Yep. So go.
Yeah, I can hear you. So yeah, sobriety. I'm back in the gym. I've been listening to sermons and podcasts when I'm at the gym, so I'm getting back into the being part. Balance is going well because I'm sober every night, so I'm present mentally, spiritually with the family. Um, Business that's trucking along, busy as can be. I'm not engaged with it the way I was, but that'll come back once everything else is in alignment.
Yep. Good. That's nice that the other things are aligning and like business will come back into alignment. It
Yeah,
is.
I finished the door in the armory. I finished watching the training, the 2 day weekend training that Noel had, and I'm currently working on my general's tent
Okay.
back maps.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very good. Powerful. It's good stuff. Sobriety just within itself will bring everything else more clarity, more purpose, more passion, more structure, more accountability, clarity, responsibility, everything right in there just from sobriety itself. And you got so many damn gifts and talents. It's ridiculous. So just keep going, brother. I know it'll be better for yourself, for your family, which is going to be amazing. And then just within this community as well. It's super awesome. So very cool. Who we got? Craig, you're up.
Dad, go to somebody else till I get home. I'm
Oh,
driving.
until you get home. Okay. I was trying to
Yeah, yeah,
beat
yeah.
you before getting home. Right on. Right on.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Andy, Andy, you're up.
All right, here we go. Wins.
We're not able to see you, brother.
How about now? There
There
we
we
go.
go. Right on. Right
Um,
on.
I'm fully back integrated into Trainerize. Since we started, yesterday was the one day that I allowed myself to not be focused on the triple zeros, but outside of that, that's still 16 days after the of the 17 that we've been on. Um, Still keeps me on track with my 313 days for the year of the triple zeros. Uh, my food, it's really what is it that's going to get me to those numbers. As far as weight goes, uh, I think I got up to 249, but either way, I'm down to 237 as of Monday. Um, Still working out. Also, more emphasis on uh, to getting some type of cardio activity, whether it's just like walking around for 20 minutes or whatever, but like 20 minutes of cardio. I have a goal for 15 sessions of those for the month, so on track to hit that. Balance and being or balance. growing in relationships. I feel like messaging my goddaughter has been one thing that's been very. She enjoys it and I enjoy it as well. Gives us a little bit of more opportunity to kind of converse a little bit throughout the day, even if it is just in the morning. Even on the drive here, I was going to see if I can try to make it out there Saturday to kind of just hang out with them for a little bit. Within my family, I kind of put it just something. I'm somebody who likes to game, who likes to play games, whether it's card games or whatever, like socially. However, so Sunday nights I've been playing a just card game, just my mom and I over at the house after everything, after dinner, just some type of little family activity. Yesterday we actually had our first movie and dinner night. We had that at my brother's. I was speaking about the movie last night that we saw, and my dad was here in town to be able to kick the first one off for the year also, so that was a really nice opportunity, even though his flights got delayed or canceled and stuff because of weather. But I'm really happy that turned out the way that it did. Everybody was kind of, typically he falls asleep and everything during whatever we watching TV or a movie or something, but everybody was up and present and just like there, so it was like it was a really nice opportunity.
Nice.
Being kind of back on my flow, on somebody who does have to watch or enjoys, like I feel like a passion swelling up when I do watch something of motivation or something inspiring. Like even the same deal last night, like hearing this man, watching the story of this man become a national wrestling champion with one leg. Like, you kind of see that and you're just like, I think the underlying message was like, I don't want to be seen as the guy that was almost there or was held back because of a disability. And it just like I felt it within my soul. Like there was a tear that did come out because like, dude, catching that glimpse of what is possible, like it was right there in front of me because he ends up losing a year to the champion at first, his second to last opportunity to be able to become that champion. But getting to the summit, but then getting aggressive and getting out of your discipline, just like that direct representation of where I was at the by Halloween at 219 and then coming back up and picking up almost 30 pounds. Like having that glimpse like that just like unfolded to me right there. And I was just like so thankful for that moment as well. So again, I know I am somebody who feeds off that motivation and thrives off of it and just like really it synergizes with my being. Which is why I try to do these motivational posts. I have my goal for the year, and staying on that. I have been consistent in that and staying on track with those numbers as well. So I'm thankful for that. As far as business, one big thing this year for me was being able to save money. The 3 weeks that we've been in thus far, well, this is still the third one, but I have stayed on my budget. I have saved I think a 10%. I called it a saving shot for the year, for the week. So I have hit those as well, and just consistently staying on it, staying within my parameters of how many days I can go out and buy stuff. That way, I stay within the budget that I have set for myself, and just trying to track that and keep growing on that. This week with the cold, I've let it get to me and have not been hitting the doors as I should, but I can't just keep letting that stop me. So I do have a track goal to hit 240 doors throughout the month. So still on track to get there, but I'm gonna have to put in a little more emphasis in these next couple of days to make sure I finish that up. Outside of that, I know that next monthly mission day is coming up, and now it's kind of just like, how am I going to restructure that? Oh, I don't think I went over being, did I? As far as my being, or oh, yeah, I did. But one thing that's new, and I'm just 3 days in, I wasn't really leveraging our prayer stack. So now, one thing I wanted to do was have quiet time. Kind of just like time to kind of receive. Um, it is. I've been using kind of just like one of those frequency tracks, just like in the minute, just like 5 minutes before bed. But now it's also turned into. Typically, when I leave here, I'll try to hear something from the gospel, just so I can get that in, because really it is to kind of learn more of the character of Christ and see what I have for how I can start implementing more for myself, more of that in myself. So I'll listen at least to the gospel on the way home, and now I'll leverage Chat GPT to kind of give me the principles within that, um, and I asked it for a prayer that aligns directly with the gospel, the verse, the chapter that was in there. Then I'll go into that quiet time, and then after that quiet time, I always do a nightly prayer, but now I'll leverage the prayer at stack before bed and do that. So just the three days so far. So hopefully that does become a thing because that'd be. But then I did notice myself wanting to be in bed sooner, so I had ample time to kind of make sure I got this and also got enough rest. So that's where I am right now.
Solid. So my bad, and I'm gonna make up for it. So for Nathaniel, 2 claps. Boom. Nice share,
Boom.
Nathaniel. For Andy, 2 claps. Boom.
Boom.
Nice share, Andy. Okay, good. Wins, wins, wins. You can see what he's working through, what he's doing, and what he's making his own, being able to help expand him and move him forward, right? Super awesome. Good job for putting in the work, Andy. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Okay. We'll still wait for Craig. Brandon, what you got? What you got?
Being new. Well, this is, I guess, week 2. A lot has changed. I'm personally struggling right now, but I can see a lot of positives, a lot of wins. Body, I mean, 2 straight weeks almost of working out. I weighed myself, I think it was Tuesday last week. I was 239. Yesterday I was 234. My goals, 225, 230. That's usually my, happy weight, not my wrestling weight, if you will.
Mhm.
But body's been good. I'm more aware of my meals and providing good meals for my wife because she's trying to lose weight as well. We're very conscious of what we put in our body as fuel. I don't take any supplements or anything like that yet. Need some learning on that, but body's good. I feel good. The soreness is really good for me. I love and hate feeling that, but I know that it's improvement. So that's definitely a win. I've got the Blessed app, so I get a morning prayer, a morning inspiration. Read through that, how it correlates with what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. It's the morning one gets me started, and it'll give a nice. It'll talk about it afterwards, and then do a prayer. Same within the evening, and it pops up every time throughout the day to pray, or it'll give you something. So it's good. I need more of it. So and I haven't pushed it on to my family yet. My oldest daughter is, she loved church. She's gotten away from it, but she's back into working out. But her and I can, usually talk pretty good about God and purpose and where He's taken us, what path we need to be on. My youngest never really got into church or anything like that, but I know it's in the back of her mind, and same with my wife. So, but my personal being is coming along. It's going down the path I think that I'm supposed to be on. I feel it. I feel better, and I'm able to express that, not in a biblical way, but they can see this kind of goes into balance, but they can see a difference in me. so yeah, going into balance. My family's good. They love seeing this this change in me, transformation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where I'm struggling right now. But it's a good transformation. It's a transformation that I need. And I think that God has given me this whole team
Mm-hmm.
for a reason.
Yeah.
My youngest, like I told you last week, my youngest now texts me before I can even text to her, I'm like, dang it. Yeah, she got me. I don't want to text her too early, because then I'll wake her up. But
Yeah.
so she texts me, and then my oldest is, like I said, back in the gym and doing good on her own, and we text back and forth all day. And I send my wife one when I get home and stuff. So hopefully gives motivation. We don't get to spend a whole lot of time together. One, because my oldest daughter lives in away, not away, but
Not in the house.
not in the house.
Yep.
My youngest is always at her friggin' boyfriend's house,
Mm-hmm.
or up in her room. So trying to get involved. I mean, our thing is volleyball, right? Volleyball, travel volleyball started, so that's our time, really. And my wife and I, we're good. We're good. And my business sucks. I'm a government contractor in a private company. There's really no progression for me. So there's got to be something else in my life, I think, that brings that business aspect of getting a win. And I don't know what that is yet. God's going to hopefully tell me, show me. So
Yeah.
I'm a better person just in 2 weeks. And it's because I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be part of this team.
Want to touch on a couple things. 2 claps. Boom.
Boom.
Nice share, Brandon. Want to touch on a couple things that I've talked with Brandon. Well, at least one. What's amazing, and I think each one of you are able to relate to this. One, he can already really see the importance of being a part of a team. Like, it's every part of him. I could sit there and talk to each one of you. I know we've pretty much had those same conversations of being a part of a team. And whether it's him being a government contractor, or somebody else being an engineer, or being a CFO, or running your own business, being a CFO, CEO, and everything of your own business, all of these things, stepping into all of these new places, new jobs, new opportunities, new obstacles, all of this, coming back to one single point as well, is being a part of this team and being a part of a bigger movement. And then just even outside of this tribe is attached to another one, which is even a bigger movement. And that one is getting ready to rip through this country. Actually, several countries. It's not just by chance that we meet and we train as intense that we do for our own selves, for our families, for community, for everything else. And so considering that, hearing that, I get to have these conversations with him as he's waking up to it. And you guys, I know you know that, you feel the draw to it, same, Nathaniel, you and I have had these conversations about the importance of the sobriety and you stepping into your calling. Sean, the same, the intensity of just everything that you're called to do and wanting to live this out. Craig, we've had these, Andy, every part of that. But it's all too often we go back to not asleep, but it just doesn't seem. Telling you, listening to where he's at right now, he hasn't had that, and being able to step back into it is awesome. I love hearing that.
I just want to be able to, unleash, just let friggin' go. And
You hear that, Sean?
We'll talk later.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Sean's been another one that people just told him to hold it all in, settle down, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the whole spiel is that you try to be pleasing. Like I see it in my daughter. She's very um compassionate. And sometimes if you don't have wisdom to temper that compassion, you can get run all over and you can become a people pleaser because you just want people to be happy, right? And as men, we do the same thing. We try to make people happy. We try to fix things. So you're not doing well. Okay, what can I do to and it's all for the sake, it's all under the disguise of nobility, but truthfully, it's self-deprecating and not beneficial. It's like holding your breath while trying to rescue somebody from drowning. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, yeah, man,
It's a tough place.
it's a tough place, man.
And it
It's
sounds
tough.
awesome at beginning, and then you try to be nice and a people pleaser, but then really it ends up being this place where it's a conflict avoider, and then it's this whole place where it just more and more and more we hold everything in. So it's beautiful,
Yeah.
but you can see it, I can hear it, and when somebody steps into the group, it makes it all brand new again for me, like knowing
Mhm.
like we are on this path, on this journey, and we all need this together, men. So keep doing what you're doing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Craig, you ready?
I am ready. So, Brandon, buddy, I tell you, how happy I am that you're here, man. So
Yeah,
it's good stuff, bro. Good stuff. So,
it's amazing.
um, body wise, so my current wins, I mean, so this month I'm down 6 pounds. Um, I didn't have this goal starting out, but I want to get to a 10-minute mile with my 25-pound rucksack. So last week I did a 12-minute mile, which is a lot considering I hate running. But so that was a good win. My diet is okay. I just need to go, shopping and dial that in. But overall, it's a win for the body. Being wise, some good stuff happened. So like Monday, Monday I didn't make it in, right? So, but the reason for that is me and Dina spent the morning together, and it was great. And it's not about sex. She just rolled over, she cuddled with me. We were a couple, right? And sometimes when you're married forever, those moments are far and few between to where you're just kind of loving each other, remembering, oh man, I remember when we were dating, we laid on the couch all the time, or whatever. You don't realize how much you miss that stuff till you don't get it in a while,
Yeah.
but what makes me happy about that is getting that has been a journey, getting that has been a year of struggling and not communicating and learning how to communicate and being frustrated because I can't communicate what I'm learning. And so that was a huge win that she didn't have to say it and I didn't question it, but you realize, she felt, hang on, I hope my phone's not dying. She felt comfortable enough to be feminine around me is what I took it as, and that's a win for me because, I can be, hardcore Craig all the time, but, the soft touch of my woman is what I want from her. I don't need a hardcore, business lady wife. She's kick ass, but, I don't need that so much in my life versus what did you turn on by that? You love the soft touch. You love the feminine side. So anyway, that was a huge win. The other side is, you guys know the story behind, Carson. I've been having weekly sessions with him. Last night, took him out to dinner and, we talked. So I think that he's, passed some good points. and it was super productive conversation, with him saying, okay, hey, your birthday's coming up, you're 23, you know, and I'm like, from my perspective, hey, it's time to start moving on to some stuff, you know, and we had to, and I think he sees that well, from his conversation, I know that he sees that, he's not sure how to navigate it so much yet. And I'm trying to help him with that, but that conversation's there and it's flowing and he understands that, you know, he's got to get moving. It can't just be my life about work and seeking pleasure. It's got to be more than that. And I think he either really realizes it or I got my dad rose colored glasses on, but I don't think that's the case because, in the end, I don't want to sound like a hard ass coming across like this, but I was like, hey, I'm giving you all these opportunities. If you don't start taking them, then you need to go find those opportunities elsewhere, because if you're going to stay here, we need to have a plan on what we're doing. No more coasting, no more, this or that. Let's get to work. Let's build Carson. Man, I said, you're too smart and too good of a person to be just wasting away.
Yes.
So he's like, I agree. Let's do this. So,
Yeah.
I'll keep you guys up to date on that.
Nice.
But those were big wins for me in being, balance wise, and it's just weird about, like yesterday, those of you who watched the podcast yesterday, or the cast yesterday, I was talking about principles, and just like Raylan just mentioned there, sometimes you get in it so long, you forget about the easy stuff that triggered you in the beginning, and that's truly what I've been kind of going through this week is the struggle of renewing my principles, and seeing through that. So that is a win. I mean, I've been doing my prayer stacks, I've been doing my Bible stacks, and there's mornings that I have great clarity in meditation. There's mornings that I'm not, but the win, is that I see that and I want that, and that I'm trying to dive deeper, like Noel was saying in one of the meetings, hey, I'm going to go until I have a revelation, so I'm trying to push that limit as much as I can, and even like Sean was saying, hey, he's trying to read and go through there. I want that growth because I want to be able to engage with someone better spiritually, or communicate that, right? I mean, I feel like I know where I'm at, it's just part of the stage. Anyway, so those are good wins. And then, finishing up that balance is, the true growth in all this is seeing that struggle. And then instead of stressing over the struggle, you see it as a blessing and that this is a path and that he's putting you through this path because he wants you to grow. Just like all of us want each other to grow, we all want each other to win. We all got each other's back. Well, you know what? The guy up top wants that for us too. So he's just testing and say, hey, you know what? It's just like just part of our framework, right? You gotta stop, right? Surrender, struggle, strike. Yeah. So, and then the last part is business. So businesses, I'm on track, with business, right? You guys know January. So all I've been doing is just, reconciling books, making sure I have all my write-offs in place, communicating with the accountant, and just trying to figure out how to pay as less in taxes as possible, and then understanding the blessing of having that issue, versus not having that issue, which is good. And so that's a good thing in there. And, the last part of that is I'm thankful that, I'm steady. Business is steady. My personal business wise, even Home Depot is key. They keep coming back at me wanting me to do different stuff, and I really, really fight it because, and I keep thinking like that guy, the old thing that they would, the old adage you would say like, oh, God, why didn't you come save me? With the guy on the roof in the hurricane when it flooded, and he's like, what are you talking about? I sent all these people by you offering these things to you. And you just said, no, God's going to save me, and I'm wondering if I'm doing that, but I really feel in my heart that I don't want to live that life, the way that they live.
Yep.
So that's kind of where I'm at on that. But, at the same time, obviously they see something, whatever they see. I don't know what they see, but
Well, they see a
they
lot.
just see somebody willing to do work.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's me. That's my wins.
Awesome. 2 claps. Boom. Nice share, Craig.
Boom.
That I know that story, but at the same time, they say that a job pays you just enough to let your dreams die. So there's that one too.
Exactly.
So as your other dreams are taking form and taking shape, then of course it makes sense that somebody would offer you, hey, we'll give you a little bit more over here. So beautiful. It's good. That's some really good wins, especially when we just get focused on all the stuff that we need to get done. Okay. It's been awesome. I'll share mine real quick. I'm going to start off with balance. So the balance I'm on, can I turn this one down since it's mine? So the balance, reason I'm going to start off with that is tomorrow is 19 years of marriage, which is unbelievable. 19 years of marriage. It also, tomorrow will be the beginning of my quarterly. I'm having 4 vacations this year with my family. So tomorrow will be the start of that quarterly goal. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to a concert. We're going to be doing it as a family for the 19-year anniversary. So super excited about that. So that's a success for that deal. Body, my monthly, I went from 232 this month to 215, which is crazy because I was fighting to get up to 232 and I was snoring all the time. It was pissing Joanne off. And so here I am cutting weight and dropping and cutting up. That's the goal that I also want, was to get cut. So now down to 215. This week, though, it's really kind of planed out from 216 to 215. It's right in this place. So we'll see how that goes for the next months, especially adjusting to the diet. I know the diet changing that, got rid of a lot of stuff. But now I've seen it go from 21% body fat to 19.3. My being with the Bible stack and the prayer stack and everything is at least the Bible stack 7 days a week. The gratitude stack is at least 5 days a week, which that was the standard that I wanted to be able to meet for the gratitude stacks. I've been basically getting 15, 16 stacks total a week, which has just been huge, especially knowing myself. It would be easy for me before I didn't want to do any. I didn't want to do a stack. So again, for me, the being part, doing it for one, being in the process of it, but there's something that I can slowly tell that there's a connection that's drawing me in, that is transforming me, even if it's only like 0.1%, 0.01% even a day. I will take that little change over the next year to be able to see what happens through each gratitude and each Bible stack and all of these things. So that has been huge for my being able to continually come back to, there's just one place of being that I'm becoming very familiar with. And that is this place where I know absolutely I feel the connection. Anything outside of that, yeah, it's still me. But being able to take a breath and come back to this one place that I know is me is absolutely been beautiful. And so a lot of that's been coming into alignment. Business wise, as of yesterday at 90K this month, which is absolutely 100K a month is what my goal is this year. And so watching that. Still, the month's not over, so that would be amazing to meet that goal. But even right now, like I quit a job 4 years ago to work for free, which quitting that job was making 100,000 a year, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. And now to be a man that will be making 100K a month is not anything that I ever thought that I would be able to create. Never. And so these are huge, huge wins to be able to do that. That did not just happen within these past couple of days. It's been in the making for a long time. So it's amazing to notice where we are, men. This is absolutely not normal. This is not normal at all. And so it's beautiful to continually step into this. What I would encourage as we close this out, we obviously all just filled up more than a minute of time sharing our wins. Please take 1 minute, very intentional, do 1 minute of your wins and send it in the WhatsApp. Okay? I would like to be able to also post that, almost closing out this month, but not really. We still technically have until like February, whatever it is, 5th or whatever. Right? The what? 9th? No, that would be too far in. Whatever that first part of February, no, it's to be like the 3rd or something. Be the, where is that? It's like that first little weekend, first Monday within February, okay, is when we actually close out. First Monday of February is when we close out for the whole month of January. So we're not done yet, and we've already got wins on the board. Finished this first month out strong, which is beautiful. But if you can drop that in there, it's amazing to see where you're at. I want you to consider some of the things like that were on my heart even yesterday. People will step into this year saying that they're going to change something. They're already done. They're already done showing up to the gym. They're already done trying to change whatever in their being that they were going to try to change. They've already went back to not even doing whatever they were going to do for their family or even within their business. Okay? What's crazy is I've seen it year after year after year. Somebody from, say, church can't even show up to the gym for the first week, but somehow they'll sit there and tell you straight face that somehow they're knocking out a complete 20-day, 21-day fast that has been excellent the whole time, and they've just drank water. It's ridiculous. Thank you for at least considering where you're at factually and continually taking the courage to step in. Okay? It's huge. We're not, like Craig has been very clear on, this is not about perfection, men. But it is about progress. It is about moving forward. So I congratulate you on your wins. It's amazing. Now I'm going to go back to being an asshole for another couple of days so that we can still push forward and get this done. If you need a hug, come here. I will give you a hug. But other than that, we are warriors. We are men. Get to fucking work. Okay? Let's go.
Hey, next year we need an expansion of like a boxing ring.
What do you say?
The boxing ring.
Ooh.
Next year.
Hey. Hey, I love dumb ideas, man. We
Hey,
can
I'll
do,
wear
we can, we
full
can do that.
headgear. You know.
We can do that.
I mean, not for nothing, but we have a couple mats over there. I mean, the least we could do is create a wrestling ring, right?
We could get
a
it
little
done.
a little wrestling area.
We could get it done. Awesome.
Hey, so tomorrow you're on vacation?
So tomorrow, yes, we actually step out. I got to close out some business tomorrow that has to be in the morning. Hopefully be leaving to the beach. We've had that condo for 2 years, never stayed there. So we're going to go to the beach, and then we will watch Mason Ramsey, which he's the same age as Emma, but that both Emma and him have, Ella have watched him the whole time. So they got backstage passes or VIP passes to hang out with him, and we'll be out there until
Nice.
Sunday. So should be pretty legit. So
We still ice bathing in the morning or no?
definitely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my own family is important, but I mean that time in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, no,
So-
everything for that is on point. Everything on that, it's on point. We will definitely suffer tomorrow. We will suffer well. We will suffer with purpose tomorrow. And still the same. We can show up here tomorrow at 5, start stretching. We will do the workout or whatever, a little bit of breathing, and then we'll start pool just a little bit after 5:30. Cool.
Cool.
Right on. What an amazing first part of this month, man. First part of the
Respect and honor.
year. Yeah, what's we got? Respect and honor.
Anything and everything.
Yeah, love and respect.
No fear, all faith.
No fear, all faith. We'll tell you about that one later on sometime. Beautiful if things come up in
Yeah.
alignment. Awesome. Love.